Hey, welcome back into Ion Agriculture. I'm Brityne Rucker. We're keeping an eye on the grain markets now. We're bringing in Dan O'Brien, Kansas State University agricultural economist. Dan, as always, welcome back to the program.
Thank you very much, Brittany.
Now, how are current global trends in the grain markets impacting Kansas farmers and their operations currently?
Well, the one that we've been dealing with for several years now is the growth in South American crop production, both corn and soybeans. And they're a direct competitor for exports for these crops for us. So when they have good crops, it's negative on the world market and the U.S. market, and as well as when they have poor crops. This year they've come through with pretty decent crops. The question right now is what will happen next year.
Yeah, looking at the cash markets here in Kansas, what factors are currently driving grain prices, and how should producers kind of navigate this environment?
Well, we can see by the grain piles along the side of the roads that there's adequate supplies right now for feed grains and wheat in general. And this demand pull we're seeing right now in the soybean market is a positive thing in the long run. Right, it's not giving us really great soybean prices yet. It's still around $10, but it's promising going into the future. So, and we've got again generally adequate supplies. That I think there still are some situations where somebody's ethanol plant or a miller or a livestock feeder is caught short, and there'll be short-term higher prices, better basis, but in general, just kind of average at this point.
Dan, as we know, futures markets, those can be unpredictable. What advice would you give Kansas grain producers when it comes to managing risk and leveraging opportunities in today's futures market?
There's two sides to this. On the one side, you've got again the market. It's generally a buyer's market. If they don't buy grain today, they think there's enough grain out there that they can come back tomorrow and they'll still have decent deals. So that's a buyer's market. But on the other, I'd be alert. We've got trade issues, geopolitical challenges happening, and that type of those factors can bring surprise volatility to the markets. And if you're a seller of grain, again, wouldn't be uncommon to get a 20, 30, 40 cent rise in prices over 1 or 2 or 3 days. So I just think we really need to be alert to what the opportunities are and to have a plan in place on what you might do to act if a pricing opportunity presents itself.
Well, Dan, thanks so much for coming on and chatting with me. Everyone stick around to Ion Agriculture. We'll be back after the break.